It's your main man there, Gordon, with no regret sneaker cleaning. And today, we got these Ferrari 14s on deck that look like a used car. Playboy definitely lived his best life in his shoes. He rides motorbikes, so we got oil on the shoe, or like New Orleans folks like to refer to it, Earl on the shoe. We got years of dirt on the shoe. It might need a re-dye. You never know until you get into it. So let's get into it. Roll with me. No regrets. Alright, so what if I told you there's a way to clean suede without using water? I'm gonna say that again for the folks that didn't hear me. What if I told you there was a way to clean suede without using water? And today, here's itching. Today, that's exactly what we're gonna do with these. Today, we're gonna show you the cobbler's method of cleaning suede, especially red suede shoes, because red suede bleeds like a motherfucker. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where a shoe is just dirty and it needed to be clean, and now you didn't put so much water on it that it needs to be re-dyed now. You don't want to do that. So today we're going to show you how to clean the shoe, get the dirt out, and if you lose a little bit of color, put the color back with it or to it with the no regret suede butter. This is a suede cleaner that cleans suede. It will moisturize suede, and it will bring back some color loss. Now, if your shoe is just beat to shit, don't expect this to put the color back in it. You're gonna have to do a re-dye. But if you're not living like that, this is the best choice for you. Now, before we get into this video, let me say this, because lately there's been a lot of debate about who does what and who started what. Let me give y'all a little game for free. Most of the game that you get in this sneaker restoration world is recycled information. Recycled information. What that means is one person was chewing on it for a little while, they spit it out. Somebody else started chewing on it, they spit it out. Somebody else started chewing on it. That's a gross way to describe it, but over and over again, you get the point. I've been in this game since 2016. I have never paid anybody for any of the information I got. I'm self-taught, and like y'all, I went to YouTube University. A lot of the issue comes in with people being susceptible to information, whether it works or not. Is as sneakerheads or sneaker restorers, we're so used to those popular guys over there who've been running the game for years now. If it doesn't come from them, we really ain't trying to hear that shit. So a lot of the information that you see in modern day cleaning either went over your head or you just didn't want to hear it because those fellas didn't tell it to you. But this information's been out years ago. Saying that to say, I am not the inventor of this method of cleaning suede, nor is anybody else in the sneaker game that's going to lay claim to it. This method comes from shoe cobblers who've been using this very same method that you're going to see today for years now to clean suede. So saying that to say, when you watch, all of you inspiring restorers, when you watch these videos, including ours, take the information given with a grain of salt where you get your information from, because some folks do things in the name of selling products, in the name of saying, oh, you need me now, and other folks are genuinely trying to get you the game. You got to be able to decipher between the two. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, we're going to flip the camera around, we're going to lace these shoes, and we're going to get to what you came here for. So here we go. Now, per usual, I'm going to go ahead and put the shoes in front of the camera so you can get a better visualization of what we're dealing with today. Now, I know I showed you the B-roll in the beginning, but I want you to really get a good look at this shoe so you could see and understand just what it is we fighting against today. And as you can see, like I said, the guy rides bikes, so he's got oil stains on the toe cap, toe box, whatever the hell you call that shit. You know what I mean. But yeah, these shoes hit, but it's all good. We here to save the day. So we're gonna start off by getting these soles clean. Gonna speed through this because you've seen this 1,000 times. For those of y'all who are interested in seeing how to clean soles on Suede uppers, sorry, not sorry for the camera angle because this ain't what you came here for. But as you can see, just wrap it with a towel and hold it on the angle to make sure that water doesn't fall back on the suede, and you will be perfectly fine. Spray the clean on it, brush it, rinse it with the steamer to get all of the loose or the trap dirt and the cracks out, and you good to go. Simple. Now for what the fuck you came for. Alright, Peter Soldier Slim. You want to take a hog hair brush and you want to brush off all the loose dirt or whatever might be sitting on top of the suede that you don't really need that. You can just get it off with a brush. Give it a good pass over and go to the next step. Now you want to grab a suede eraser. Mine is a little busted. I clean a lot of shoes. And you basically just want to rub the suede eraser across the suede. This is going to help loosen up the dirt in the suede. It's not going to get them oil stains out. So if you thought you was about to see that, psych your mind. But it'll help loosen up a lot of the dirt in the suede, if not get some of it out, and make the suede slightly softer. So when we go on to the next step, we can get a little bit further under those suede hairs. You'll see in a minute. And as you can see, with just erasing the shoe looks 1,000 times better than the one we have in touch. And just in case you were wondering, we only cleaning one shoe just for time purposes. But just by hitting the shoe with the eraser, I know my angle's fucked up. Y'all gotta forgive me. But just by cleaning that one shoe with the eraser, we already seeing some major progress. No, we're not there yet, but it's looking a lot better. So next we're going to take a scrub brush and we're going to rub this across the suede. Now what this is going to do is, since we already hit it with the eraser made a lot of the hairs on the suede stand up. The scrub brush is going to help us get under those hairs so we can lift up more dirt, make the suede even softer, and make it easier for when we hit it with the solution. All of the dirt that's remaining, we can get it out. And again, my angle sucked. I had to get at this shoe, man. So you're going to be able to see it for the most part, but there's going to be times when you can't. You got to forgive me for that. I'm sorry. So this part of the video is called suede reconditioning. Basically what I'm doing is I'm taking a gum eraser, a gum suede eraser, and I'm rubbing it across the shoe. What this is going to do is help get rid of those wild hairs that's sticking up, that doesn't make the shoe look as factory or as dead stock as it once did. You could also take the flat side of the scrub brush, and that's going to further assist you in removing those hairs. That way, when you get ready to hit it with the cleaner, all of that stuff is nice and flat. And then this part right here, if you're not experienced, don't fuck with this. Get your lighter to help burn off the stubborn hairs. If you new to this, I only suggest you do this with dark colored suede. Do not try this on light colored suede if you've never done it before, because you will ruin it. And if it gets a little hard after running the lighter across it, just go across it with the scrub brush and your money. Now it's time for my most favorite part of the video, giving the suede that butter love. You're going to grab your bottle of suede butter, you're going to shake it real well, and you're going to spray the shoe. You give it a nice, generous coat. The cleaner is foolproof. It won't damage suede if you get too much on it. Just make sure you get it in there real good. Let it sit for about 30 seconds and give it a good brushing. as you're about to see right about now. And disclaimer, the Suede butter, this initial pass didn't do much for the oil stains. Just hang tight. In the next shot, I'm going to show you how to get that out. So what we're doing right now is we're loosening up those stains. The oil has been sitting on these shoes for a long time now. So what you do is you get your microfiber towel, spray some Suede butter on it. That normally gets out tough stains, but like I said, the longer the stain's been sitting in the Suede, the harder it is to get out. But I'm about to show you how to take care of that. So now we've about to finally get to how you take deep stains out of Suede. About time, right? We're going to start off with a dull X-Acto knife. And what you want to do is you want to angle it off and you want to kind of rub or chip away at some of the stains. Yes, this will remove some of the hair fibers, but it's going to remove the hair fibers that's got that stuck dirt in it. That's the object right now, pretty much. Scratch at it, get a cuticle pusher to smooth it out, get a crepe brush to keep it soft, brush it out, repeat the process if needed. The longer stains sit in Suede, the harder it is to get it out. I can't emphasize that enough, so we're going to be doing this for a minute. Now, what you're looking at on camera is what we're going to have to use to get these oil stains out. Shout out to my wife for putting me on this. You might not be able to find this because we got this from a furniture store that we bought our daughter's bedroom set from, but a good substitute for it is called Folex. Basically what you do is you put a little bit on a microfiber towel and you want to rub it into the stains and let it sit for about 3 minutes, and you just want to blot it out, and it does a real good job of getting tough stains out, as you're going to see in a minute. But the key to it is just be patient. Sometimes you might have to use the X-Acto to get some of the harder spots out. It does get harder the longer it sits on the shoe, but it will help you get those stains out. Like I said, just be patient and handle business. And as you can see, the shoe is looking 1,000 times better. Mass majority of those oil stains are out. I did have to leave a lot of them alone because I didn't want to stress the Suede to the point where it starts balding, because it does bald pretty fast and easy on Ferrari 14s. But unless you really up on the shoe, you can't even tell it's there. The only thing we really got to worry about now is that deep stain on the toe box. Getting that out did take a lot of the color out, and it started to slightly bald, but you can't really tell. We're going to spray some Suede butter on it and it'll be all right. So now it's time to give it that final coat of Suede butter. Give the bottle a real good shake. Give it a little distance because you don't need to drench it. You just want to bring the color back. And as you can kind of tell, that stain on the toe box is popping up again. So once the Suede butter dries, we're going to hit it with the Suede stain remover again, and it should be good to go. But as you can see, that color is like brand new. You're going to see the B-roll in a little bit because we pretty much done. Well, once I get that stain out, but you get the point. And like that, that's wraps on these Ferrari 14s from 2014. And this thing went from looking like a Ferrari that got hit by an 18-wheel on the highway and left there, to a brand new Ferrari on the showroom floor. The suede color is back. It has that suede swipe, if you could see it or not. Now, I'm not going to sit here and stunt and act like this was a complete success, because that oil stain on the toe box did take a lot out of that little portion. You know, you could barely tell it's there. Under certain lights you could see it, certain instances you can't. But over here we don't stunt in front like it's a total success, like we shake everything back. We give you transparency. I've said this 1,000 times before. A shoe will only shake back as far as it'll allow you to. When you're dealing with older shoes, you're not going to make them look brand new in every case. Sometimes the longer stains sit on suede, or any shoe for that matter, the harder it is to get out. That's why sneaker care is so important, especially if you're a sneakerhead or a collector or anything else. You got to jump on that stuff quick. The longer you just sit there and let it roll, the harder it is to get out. And then when you find somebody like me, or you decide to clean it yourself, it's that much harder to do. But we were able to make these wearable again, and that's all that mattered. The customer's happy with what I've done so far. Still got to clean the other shoe, and like I said, for me, that's all that really matters. But yeah, man, that's wraps. And do me a big favor while we at it. First off, I want to thank everybody. If you've ever bought our products, you ever subscribe to the channel, watch the videos, follow us on Instagram, which, by the way, my Instagram's up here. Give your boy a follow. I'm way more consistent over there on Instagram than I am on YouTube. But back to what I was saying. If you've ever supported us in any kind of way, from the bottom of our hearts, from myself, Mun, Fresh Pair Jones, BC, aka Dr. Deadstock, thank y'all. Thank y'all. We greatly appreciate y'all. Hopefully y'all keep rocking out with us, because we got a lot more coming. We got a lot more products coming. We got a lot more content coming. We got some major things happening over here. And we haven't even been established a year yet. And it's because of y'all that we are where we are. Not saying that but there's a lot of companies, especially sneaker care companies, that aren't this far along in less than a year. So we greatly appreciate y'all for everything. But back to this shake back. This shake back was brought to you in part by the No Regrets sneaker cleaner on the soles and the No Regrets suede butter on the uppers. And as you can see, the huge difference in the color of the uppers. They're clean again. They're not faded anymore. You can do this to your shoes with the No Regrets suede butter. I will leave a link in the description where you could purchase if you're interested. Other than that, I'm gonna start rambling. I ain't got nothing else. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. And if you didn't, rewind the shit back and watch it in slow-mo, because maybe you're just one of those folks that it take a couple of times for you to catch it. No disrespect. But I'm Air Gordon with No Regrets Sneaker Cleaning, and I'm here to remind you to always clean your sneakers with no regrets. I'll holler at y'all on the next one.